Hi guys, welcome to a new video. This is something a little bit different from me today, because I don't usually draw just background images, but this is a commission from my friend Nell, who really helped me out when I was saving for my new computer by buying this commission, so thank you very much. And she wanted a scene from a story she's working on, which is a sci-fi, it's an Asian-inspired sort of sci-fi, and the city has a huge statue at its centre, which you can see me drawing in the background of this image. And it's just drawn from a lot of interesting influences, and I really wanted to do it justice. So, as you can see, I'm working in Paint Tool SAI on this one, and I worked just from a sketch and then painted over it, which is a method I've been trying out quite a bit in backgrounds lately, because the last time I drew a really big city scene was in an image I did called Neon City, which was of the main character from my story Wired. And that I found quite tricky because I had to do a lot of edits, because partway through I would realise that there was an issue with the perspective or I needed to change something, and it was quite a hassle to keep changing the line art every time, moving things around, and so I've started just using a painting method for background art instead. I've tried this a couple of times with character art as well. I've got a digital painting image video somewhere back on my channel, but I'm not very good at using it with characters, because for them, I'm much more confident drawing characters, so I don't need to make a huge amount of changes. I make all my changes in the sketch stage. Whereas with background art, I find it quite difficult to tell what I've done wrong until quite a way into the image. So I'm just kind of finding it easier to do a painting method, and then I actually add some lines afterwards once I've got everything in the right place. So that was the method that I used here. And as you can see, I did, the image started out portrait format at first, and then I changed it to landscape because I thought it worked better than that way. And then I kept adding to it and just sort of trying to figure out what worked best as I went. The last time that I drew a sci-fi city in my Neon City image, it was at night time, so it was very different lighting. There was a lot of neon lights and cold lighting. And I asked Nell what time of day she would like this drawing to take place in, and she said daytime, and I guess to show off all the details. And I was playing around with colours, and I decided to go for a sort of early morning, almost dawn look to try and get those warm colours into the image, because Nell has a very specific idea in mind of what she wanted the city to look like, which is great, because she gave me a lot of references and ideas. And a lot of it was warmer tones, and I really wanted to bring those out by bringing in a warmer tone from the sky as well. So we've got a kind of pinkish dawn tone coming into the image, and I really enjoyed experimenting with that. I'm not going to lie, there was a part of me that wanted to go for a sunset, but I think I've drawn quite enough sunsets lately. I'm actually working on another image right now which has a sunset in it and a city scene, so I thought, yeah, let's hold off on those for a bit and actually try something different for a change. Oh, I also owe a big thank you to Tyler Wilson, who did me a big favour by doing some perspective guides on the original sketch of this. So I really appreciate that, because at the very first stages I was just scribbling around getting some ideas down, and my perspective just went all over the place, and I asked on Facebook if anyone could give me a hand, and Tyler drew some perspective lines up on the sketch for me, so thank you, Tyler, I really appreciate that. I didn't use any custom brushes in this. Not only is it a bit of a hassle trying to make custom brushes in SAI, but also I just don't really tend to use custom brushes even when I'm using Photoshop. It's just a personal preference. I find that if I try and make a custom brush, I end up spending more time fiddling with the settings and trying to get it right than actually painting or drawing, and obviously that's not ideal for your working process. So I tend to just stick with the basic ones. For this, I mostly use the basic brush tool in Paint Tool SAI. I use the pen occasionally and water occasionally, but apart from that I just stuck to the brush. And I've never actually used, I know a lot of people use the marker tool in Paint Tool SAI or the acrylic, and I have to confess I've never actually used them. I didn't actually know they were there until I'd had Paint Tool SAI for quite a while, and then I happened to scroll down on the tools menu and I was like, oh, there's more stuff here, and I still haven't got around to trying them out, so I'll have to do that sometime. Here you can just see me adding details towards the end of the process. I sent it over to Nell a few times and she sent back some ideas and suggestions on what to add to it, so you can just see me putting in those little added touches there. The lettering that you can see me putting on the buildings is a made up language from Nell's story. So I just put some basic phrases. I just put hotel and no entry and things like that. And yeah, so I did some, after I finished this, I did some colour adjustments, but I didn't record the last bits of the process because I did those in Photoshop, and that won't record with Camtasia. I don't know why, it just lags really badly. But yeah, so you'll see the full image at the end. I hope you enjoyed watching this process. I know it's something a bit different from me, so I hope you enjoyed it just the same as my normal videos. Please let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!